So the overall energy for the collective that these messages are meant to reach is to have patience. Now I know that having patience is, that's hard. I know it's complicated. I know it can get irritating, annoying, discouraging, all that. But right now, the message that the Most High Spirit, your higher self, your guides, the message that they want you to know is that be patient. Your hard work is not for nothing. All the work that you've been putting in mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, it's not for nothing. Stop thinking that there is no growth just because things are moving slowly or because things are moving behind the scenes. Stop feeling like spirit is not communicating with you because it seems silent. It feels like it seems silent for you, to you, because you have distractions around you. You're distracted. When you get the messages, you get distracted as well. It's like when spirit speaks to you, the enemy throws you a curveball and it throws you off. Stop feeling like this is not your pathway that you're on. Stop feeling like you're not on the right path. Continue to be patient, be optimistic, think positively. No matter how cliche this message sounds, these are the messages that you need to hear right now. You need an extra, I'm hearing kick in the pants, something to re-motivate you in order to get you back moving or to keep you moving. Something about Superman and Wonder Woman is significant. We're getting that message again about stop settling for being the average version of yourself and be that highest version of you, that version that you've been healing to be, that version that you used to hide from others, that you are afraid to tap into, or maybe not so much afraid as just maybe you just felt guarded. Don't settle for being Clark Kent. Be Superman. Don't settle for being Diana. Be Wonder Woman. Be your highest version of you. Stop watering yourself down. Stop hiding yourself. Be yourself. Be authentically you. It also feels like there's an energy around you. I'm hearing narcissist. This could be, I'm hearing this could be a lover or relative or a friend. But they think that you're supposed to give them the world automatically without them really having to put in the real work. You're just supposed to just give them all of you without them giving you all of them, without them working for it or working at something. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like you have to do something or you have to be who they want you to be just because they say so. It's supposed to be reciprocation. I pour into you, you pour into me, we pour into we. It feels like what it feels like is that there was an energy, whatever this narcissistic energy is for you, that you were connected to. You still may be, I don't know, but there was this energy that you were connected to that in your lower vibrational self or your past self or yourself before you grew to who you're growing into now, y'all were kind of aligned. Y'all were kind of, on the same level. But as you started to grow and heal and evolve and change, they didn't, or at least they didn't grow in the same direction that you were going in. And they still feel like whatever happened then in your lower vibration, whatever they did or didn't do, or whatever you did or didn't do, it's giving them the right to have you even at your higher level without them working just as much as you are now. It's like they want to put in the same amount of work they were putting in prior to your growth, after your growth, and it's not working for you. And you're settling. Don't settle. Relationships grow apart, even if this is family, even if it is a lover, even if it is a close friend or a job or whatever. Relationships grow apart sometimes. Sometimes, they're seasonal. We get that message a lot that people like to give a permanent title to energies that only deserve a temporary title. It may have been a permanent title. If you didn't grow, if you didn't heal, it may have been a permanent title. But you did. You did grow. You did heal. And they didn't. They didn't follow you, or they did not follow suit. So it became a temporary title. It became an expiration date. So what are you going to do? I'm seeing that word expiry. So what are you going to do? Are you going to continue to try to bring energies with you that are not meant to go with you as you grow, as you evolve, as you, step into this new era of you? Or are you going to release from anchors, release from these energies that weigh you down or make you feel like your lower vibrational self? It's really up to you. But of course, the guidance is to choose better. Choose better for yourself. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. It ain't easy being cheesy. I don't know. I noticed the Cheetos commercial. What's that cat name? His shades on. Not the stunner shades. Just stunner shades on. Smack it, flip it, rub it down. I feel like somebody just thinks that you just flipped on them. Like somebody is so narcissistic. Somebody is so conceited. Well, I bet you think this song is about you, don't you? Like somebody thinks that you changing is because of them. They want to take credit for it, or they just want to feel like you just want to act funny with them instead of holding themselves accountable. They just want to like make it about them. And it's not. It's really not. If they paid any real attention, they would know. We're getting that message again. Light B. It feels like there's some things that want to be illuminated to you, and either you're ignoring it, you see it, but you're ignoring it. You're like in denial, or you just aren't getting the messages. You are in like this, like naivete bubble when it comes to certain people, where they can still pull the wool over your eyes. It's time to break free. Yeah, I feel like somebody just thinks that you just flipped the script on them. Like you was acting one way and then suddenly to them, you're acting a different way. You just acted funny for no reason to them. Get real. I'm hearing that song by Megan Thee Stallion. I can't remember the song, but I just keep hearing her say, "What's new?" Like, the gist of it is somebody is basically telling her there's people talking about her behind her back or something like that. And she's like, what's new? So it may be an energy of like, you already know, it's somebody. It was new. Like somebody always got something to say. But you're not realizing who it who it specifically is right now in this timing. Or you're not wanting to face it. Light be, let the light shine on the cloudiness that you feel. Allow for it to illuminate the truth. Ask to see the truth no matter how easy or hard it is. So there's a message of needing to take a spiritual bath. Be intentional with your spiritual. Be okay. So the message is coming up is every shower, every bath that you take from now until 7 days for some, 30 days for others, and indefinitely for others. Every bath or shower that you take from now on, and the timing, whatever you feel guided though, use your discernment. Make it your spiritual bath. Let it be your physical and your spiritual bath. Okay, so there's this now it's coming up again. You got a narcissist around you who you may know they're a narcissist, but maybe you don't think they're narcissistic towards you. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why there's this blockage of you disconnecting from them or distancing yourself from them. It could just be, just somebody you just love so much you don't want to believe the worst in them. But there's an energy of narcissist around you. And the song that's coming up is by Chica, and it's called Songs About You. And the line that came up is, it's vulgar, so be mindful. It said, "These bitches think I'm playing, these bitches think I'm playing." It's like some people may look at you and think that you're your past self or you're the old version of you, and you just, putting up this front for everybody else. Or maybe you just putting up a front just around them so they can look at you or think of you a certain way. And they're not realizing that that's exactly who you are. You're portraying who you really are. I'm also getting the message that you could be the narcissistic person. You may be the one who is being narcissistic towards somebody else. And the message for you is get your stuff together. I mean, with love. I'm going to give you that message with love, but get yourself together. It's not always about you. Not when it comes to other people. You can be the main character of your own story, but that does not mean that you're the main character of anybody else's story. Okay? I kind of feel like somebody gets kind of reckless with how they speak to somebody. This could be you or whoever. Somebody gets like reckless with what they say. Or if it's not reckless, they just, there's this energy of somebody needing to be more considerate of another person's feelings and emotions and thoughts. So two songs that are coming up right now is Power by Beyonce. They'll never take my power, my power, my power. They'll never take my power. And Level Up by Sierra. Level up, level up, level up, level up. I'm feeling like you're needing to step into your power, realizing how beautiful, how wonderful, how important, how special, how gifted you are, how important you are. I feel like you have a purpose, and maybe you either don't realize it or you don't realize how big your purpose is. I was given a message today that 9 times out of 10, the people that come to me for my guidance come to my YouTube channel, my TikTok, my Instagram, whatever. The people that come to me, that are drawn to me, are the people who have like a higher purpose. I guess if you would want to put a label on it, the chosen ones are the ones that come to me for guidance. They have like a huge purpose on this planet to uplift not just themselves, but uplift others. And I feel like you are someone who you don't realize your potential. You may have an idea, or you may not even have an idea. It's like I'm getting like a mixture of both. Like you like sometimes you're like, okay, I know how powerful I am. I know that I have a bigger purpose. So you may not know what your purpose is. You may not know how powerful your purpose is. But I feel like you need to connect more with the self. If you spend more time with yourself, it's like I feel like you're by yourself a lot. Some of you, some of you are by yourself a lot. Some of you just feel like you're by yourself a lot. But when you're just with yourself, you're spending time with yourself, getting to know yourself and healing, then you begin to realize just, you know what, I really am that person. I really am gifted. I really do have something to bring to this world. You know, you get into a space where you recognize your worth, you recognize your value. I feel like it's time to step into that. Yeah, because what the message that's coming up now is you not starting is you failing the ones that you're called to save. So some of you have like a purpose of elevating others. There may be something that you're meant to do or say, or some place you're meant to be that's gonna like activate a change within another person, within other people. And you saying no, or you dimming yourself down, or you not realizing your potential, realizing your worth or your purpose is actually you blocking someone else from their blessings. And I know that they may sound far-fetched to some, but others, if you hear me, if you get it, then you get it. That's how you know also that this message is yours. It also says in this message that embrace your own darkness. The more you avoid it, the less healing you have. And the less healing you have, the less people you heal. That's like hurt people, heal people. Move when the time is right, when you're vibing high to have optimum effects. I feel like the time is now. So with this saying, move when the time is right, when you feel high vibing, I feel like it's time for you to start working on your healing, or to work harder or work more on your healing, so that you can get to that level of being able to reach others, each one reach one, teach one. Now, if you're not someone interested in heal, if you're someone who's not interested in healing others, if that's not your goal in life and you're just not interested, then your message is to just heal yourself. For some of you, there is some forgiveness within your heart that you need to face, or that you need to give out, because you're holding some sort of grudge against someone. And you may not even realize it until you're triggered by something, but there's this need for you to have forgiveness for someone, just for your own healing. Forgiveness. What's it? Just Friends, is that it? It's a movie. Just Friends, I think. She, I get Anna. What was her name? Anna. Is it Anna or something? I know she played in a Scary Movie. She was one of the leads, but she was a singer in that movie, Just Friends. And she was she wrote a song called Forgiveness. But anyway, I digress. I feel like for some of you, that this is your year of grace. This is the year where things are going to start moving more smoothly for you, falling into place, aligning better. But you're going to have the faith that, yes, this is my year of grace. This is my time to finally get into alignment, to finally have things that I want and desire and work for, even if your beginning of 2025 looks like shit. And I can speak from experience. I can speak from experience for that, because my 2025, my birthday month, oh, wow. The the transformation that I faced was a very hard one. Me and my kids lost our home, and what some people would call homeless, I have named it home full. We have lived in this year, we've lived in what, 3 or 4 places? I don't know. I'm gonna just say 3 or 4. We've lived in 3 or 4 places because we got kicked out. I know at first I was holding a grudge, but when I thought about it, I felt like it was time. It needed to happen in order for me to fully step into my own transformation. It needed to happen. It happened in divine timing. It was like right before my birthday. It was like maybe like a week, maybe 10 days before my birthday. That's when it happened. But it also happened in divine timing. It was like everything just lined up to where, yes, it was painful. It was very disappointing for someone to, you know, do that to me and my kids. Like, I was telling my best friend the other day, I was like, it would have been one thing if it was just me, but it was my kids. So that made the hit even worse for me. And then I would think about like how long this person stayed with me before they got their own place. It was like they got their own place right around the time where I lost my place. And so it was just like basically like a smooth transition. Like it flipped from me being the head of household, so you would say, to them being the head of household. And not even 2 years, it did not make it to 2 years. It's like a year and a half. It got to a point where they just they evicted us. And I thought about it, I was like, man, but it was so many years where people lived in my home with me. I never had a problem. My home was always open. Anybody could tell you that. My home was always open to whoever needed or wanted to be there. But as soon as the tables were turned, I didn't have anybody to call on. And I know that that was one of my lessons to learn. One of my lessons to learn was you cannot expect yourself out of people, out of other people. And as I was stepping into that lesson, as I was also stepping into that's part of my transformation. Everything happens the way that it's meant to happen. I released from the anger. I released from, the disappointment. Well, I'm still a little disappointed, but I'm not angry. And saying all of that to say, I have very much so a lot of experience with this year starting off very rough. And what that let me know, what I feel like that is an inclination of, is that my year, this 2025, is going to be one of the best years of my life. That was just, a little transitional period from one era of my life into another era of my life. So I'm very grateful for it. I'm very thankful for it. And so I'm hoping that me being transparent with you about that is giving you a little encouragement, a little incentive to just keep going through whatever trials, whatever challenges you face, no matter what. And don't hold anger in your heart. Don't hold resentment or anything in your heart. Forgive people. You know, there people are placed in our lives to trigger certain growths or certain lessons within us, and we don't know. They might not even know, what their purpose is in our lives. But everyone that we interact with, come into contact with, has a purpose in our lives, whether it's seasonal or long term, whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. But everyone has a purpose. So also remember that as well. Okay, but back to the reading, back to the message at hand. Okay, so I feel as though there is some sort of cycle that's trying to return. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So that was also confirmation that I had to stop. That was confirmation of a cycle returning. So there is some sort of cycle or situation or person or thought or mindset or emotion that's resurfacing or returning, and I feel like it's a test. Are you going to allow for this test or whatever's returning? I'm hearing recycling as well. Whatever's returning, are you going to allow for it to bring your vibration down, or are you going to rise above it? I'm hearing to cultivate your light and dark, integrate that into who you're becoming today. So you're meant to be light because you're a healer. You're someone who has a big purpose in this world, but you can't negate the dark side of you, and you can't avoid it or shun the dark side of you. You just have to learn how to, tame the dark side of you, so to speak, because that dark side of you was there to help you get through certain situations or certain periods of your life unscathed. So show love for your dark side. Also, I'm hearing that dark side taught you lessons as well, or helped, or you helped to teach others lessons from your dark side. I had somebody tell me before that, man, you sure taught me, because I tell y'all all the time, I used to be a whippersnapper. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just had my ways where I ain't gonna say full of shit, but I'm gonna say full of shit. But I had someone tell me before that I taught them how to basically tame a wild horse, or try to at least. But I feel as though you have to embrace all sides of you in order to be the best version of yourself. Don't shut out your dark side. Don't shut out what others may perceive to be your flaws. Allow for your flaws to work for you. I feel like someone is manifesting something, and I what the message is coming up is to just treat it as though it's already manifested. It's like it's so because I say it's so. Not to be I'm hearing the word chauvinistic, but that's not the word. Not to be what's the word? What's the word, spirit? It's like not about I guess not to be narcissistic, I guess. Not to be narcissistic saying, oh, because I said it, that's why this, or because I said so. It's about having authority over your own life, being the captain of your own ship. That's what it's about. It is so because I declare it so. My manifestation is coming to me because I say it's coming to me. And I say it's coming to me because I feel it. I feel it. I see it in my mind's eye. So it is so. I just have to be patient and keep moving towards it. Take the steps that align with it. Something about bats is significant. Something about bat wings is significant. Also, a Pegasus is significant. That's the flying horse, the horse with wings. Yeah, so that is your message. I thank you all so much for being here. I send you so much love, so much light, so much healing, and I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to check that description box, hit that thumbs up, click that bell notification, drop me a comment, show me some love. See you on the next one. Namaste. Yeah, baby. Stay up all night, just let go.